I first met my husband, I was working my engineering job with my own place while he was sleeping on our mentor's couch with a roommate whose cat used to piss on all of his clothes. And guess what? I used to sleep on that couch that probably had 1,000 asses across it with him.
Hey cousins, happy Memorial Day to you. This video has been making the rounds and I've been meaning to do a quick video on it. I want to know what you guys think, and this is why I tell women, do not build with men, do not struggle with them, do not fix them up, do not try to get them to become something they have not worked on all on their own. So this young lady, I was trying to get the background on this shorts, but I just didn't have the time. So I want to play it for you. I'm gonna talk it through so YouTube don't give me a strike, because I got a strike for another video I shared. I still have to go through YouTube school to get the points removed. But anyways, happy Memorial Day. Be sure to subscribe and thumbs up. Share this out for me. I absolutely love you and adore you. So what the screenshot says above that, it says, sorry, dude. Sorry, dude should have waited like 10 years to get married. Now she's about to drain your pockets. So a young man respond to something this young lady said, and maybe I'll have some time later this week to get the background on it. But the young man said to the young woman, sorry, dude should have waited like 10 years to get married. Now she's about to drain your pockets. And so her response is this.
When I first met my husband, I was working my engineering job with my own place while he was sleeping on our mentor's couch with a roommate whose cat used to piss on all of his clothes. And guess what? I used to sleep on that couch that probably had 1,000 asses across it with him.
So she's saying, when I first met him, when I first met him. Now, another thing I noticed about this young lady, because, I try to be balanced. She's obviously a young woman. I don't know how old she is. Maybe she's about 30. And obviously met the boy when he was also young. And so she says, when I first met him, he was asleep on the mentor's couch. Let's play it.
And then when we dated the second time, he had his own studio apartment, but he was sleeping on the floor. And guess what? I slept on that.
And so she's saying when they dated the second time, which probably meant they probably broke up and redated again, he had a studio apartment. But what? He was sleeping on the floor. Listen, brothers, I encourage the woman not to date or marry men who are not established. Brothers, do yourself a favor and not date for marriage when you have not established yourself. Because guess what? She's always going to come back and tell you how you had a studio apartment and you were sleeping on the floor in piss. Come on, somebody.
Floor with him. And then when he decided to quit his job to build out his credit repair business, I'm the one that financially supported us for 4 months.
So then he quit his job. And he quit his job in order to build his financial credit repair business. Not work his job and get his credit business established. No. The dum-dum quit his whole job. The job that's paying for the studio apartment, putting food on the table so that he can build his credit report company. And while he quit his job to build his credit report company, what happened? She financially took care of them. And so, brothers, this is what happened when you get with women for marriage. When you have not established yourself, she will always come back and remind you, I took care of us for 4 months. Ladies, stop dating, marrying men who have not established themselves, because they will always be able to say to you, ladies, you will always be able to say to the man how she built you and put money in your pocket and food on your table.
And then put my dreams to the side for a year in order to help him build it. And it was the best.
And then she put her dreams to the side to help her build it, right? They're still not married yet. Am I correct? Not married yet, still ain't got no ring on the finger, right? And then she says this.
Investment I've ever made in my life. And before all the traumatized girlies come in here talking about it could never be them, let me put you on game real.
And it's the best decision she's ever made in her life. And apparently, those of us who refuse to build with men, struggle with men, we are traumatized, right?
Quick. Instead of looking for a man with money, I was looking for a man who was honest, dedicated, passionate, intense.
No, your father should have taught you to look for a man who became a man. First of all, he wasn't a man, he's a male. He hasn't become a man yet. Your father, what you should have looked for is a man who has established himself independent of you. See, in the Black community, we look for good heart and kind and all of those things. And all of those things are important. But you know what they never say? Make sure he's established. Make sure he can stand on his own 2 feet. Make sure he can provide and protect. Make sure he's in a place, sir, that the woman can respect you and honor you. Because guess what? This girl, she will never respect him. She will never honor him. She will never adore him. She doesn't admire him. Right?
Purpose-driven, selfless.
Purpose-driven. Well, what's his purpose? He was still trying to figure it out. Why are you marrying a man who has not figured out his purpose? Huh? Black community. Oh, he has purpose. He has potential. He has a good heart, but he's unestablished.
Caring with a big ass heart and a big ass dream. And in return, I got the
big heart, big dream. His mama and his daddy is supposed to help him to fulfill the dream, not you help him to fulfill the dream, because is it really his dream or is it your dream? And will you ever be able to respect him and honor and adore him for his dream? Or will you be able to say, I helped you to build your dream?
happiest, healthiest marriage that I could ask for, and the most perfect husband that I could have never fabricated in my mind.
No, you're not happy, boo-boo. You look tired with the stripper pole behind you, the gold stripper pole in the background. Okay, the perfect marriage. Ain't no marriage perfect. Okay, I'm sorry to tell you. And apparently, like you've told us, you helped this man to become. So.
And I decided to stick beside him and support him in whatever he needed, because I knew, because of the man that he is, he was going to be successful in whatever.
And so she saw potential in him. And so she decided to stick with him. And because no matter what he put his mind to, he's going to come and he's going to be successful in whatever he did.
He did. And because of my investment now.
Because of her investment. Come on, somebody. Because she invested so much in him, took him off the pissy floor, the pissy couch, took care of them while he billed his credit report and paid all the bills and take care of him and stood beside him. And because of her investment.
Now, instead of spending all of his money, I get to spend all of our money.
And so instead of spending all of his money, they are spending our money.
And yes, there's a difference.
And so, yes, there's a difference. Poor thing. She looked tired, don't she? She looked worn out and tired. Y'all, I'm still in the bed. I don't feel like getting up. That's why I'm not showing my face. I feel so sorry for this young woman, and I feel so sorry for so many young women in this position. This is the picture in the Black community, right? Stick with him. Do you know how many people told me, get with a man, stick with him, struggle with him, build him, and then he will turn around and respect you and love you? And the truth is, no, these men resent us. This young woman, poor thing, will never respect her husband, will never honor him, will never adore him, will never respect him, because if she did, she would not come on national TV, on the World Wide Web, and told us all that she did for this man to build him up into what he has become. My daddy always says, never de-shield your husband in public. Did she say there's married? I'm assuming it's the husband, right? Never de-shield your husband in public. Well, she just got up on the World Wide Web and de-shield him. And so when the young man said in the comments above that he is sorry that the guy should have waited 10 years to get married, he is right. And so now when the young man says her husband should have to wait 10 years, she's telling the story how I built him. I struggle with him. He was sleeping on pissy floor and pissy carpet and pissy couch. When he went to build his credit company, I took care of us financially. Huh? And the rest of us who don't build men, don't marry potential, we are traumatized. No, ma'am, you are traumatized. And you know, the sad thing is, he's going to eventually leave her, and he will find a woman who will be able to respect him, adore him, honor him, admire him for the man this young woman has made him into being. Because, like I tell the ladies in my husband profile course, you never want to be able to tell your husband how you built him, you struggled with him, you fixed him up, you put money in his pocket, food on his table. You never want to be able to do that, because if you do, you will never respect him. And this young woman, she don't respect him. Because look at the comment that was posted with the young man that says he shouldn't have gotten married until 10 years. What she said, I built him. He was sleeping on pissy floors. I took care of him. I put aside my dreams to help him to build. And this is why she will never be able to respect him and honor him and adore him. And one day he will get tired of her reminding him how she built him, slept with him on pissy couches and pissy floors. And he will leave her and go get a woman and put her in the Ritz-Carlton, and she will be able to say, oh, he had me laying on satin sheets, while she has the testimony, I laid on pissy floors. But this is what we do in the Black community. This is the ghetto struggle love, black love. And the comments, they're more horrendous. Go over there and read the comments. I almost vomited. This is what's pushing the Black community. Struggle with him, build him up, fix him up. But they never tell the other part of how these men are resentful. How the woman get up online and say, well, I built him. And we don't hear enough of my story. So let me tell you my story. When I met my husband, he was a fully established man. He had a whole 3-floor townhouse. He was established. He was built. I didn't have to do nothing. He had retirement. He had savings. He had investments. He bought me a whole house. Bought me a whole brand new truck, put a nice ring with insurance on my finger. He's been taking care of me for 11 years. I don't know what it means to pay a bill. If you tell me to go pay a bill, I'm going to start itching, because I don't know what that means. My husband has taken care of me. He got me laying in, but I ain't never laid on no pissy floor or pissy couches, honey. He bought me a big old brand new bed and laid me on satin sheets. He was already established. He was already built. And so when I get on social media or stand up to talk to about my husband, you will never hear me say how I built him. You will never hear me say how I paid the bills so he could get on his feet. No. He was already on his feet. I will never disrespect my husband by saying how I built him and struggled with him. But I will always respect him because he was a man before he went to my father and asked for my hand in marriage. These are the stories we need to tell about. And then the men in the males, because they're not men. Oh, this is a good woman. Protect this woman. We need more of these women. No, sirs. Why aren't you getting up and establishing yourself and building yourself and becoming an established man? Why are you sitting down waiting for women to come and build you and struggle with you? Because the truth is, the women who struggle with you and marry your potential, they don't respect you. I'm just letting you know. They do not respect you. And please do not bring Michelle and Obama and Barack in this. Obama was a lawyer. And then I do have to cut a little grace, because This is why I'm against getting married young. Because most people, especially the Black community, 100% of the Black people who get married in the Black community young struggled. Fine, 99.999%. Because they're not established. The men are not established. The young men have no generational wealth from the generation before to help them get established. They all have to start from the beginning. And Black community, we need to do better. We need to get our young men and young women established so they don't have to start at the bottom and dig their ways up. So women like this can come and say how I built him and slept on pissy floors and pissy couches with him. And so he is nothing without me. She will be able to tell him, look, you ain't nothing without me. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be. You would still be sleeping on the pissy floors. I don't know about your brothers, but I don't know any man who want to keep on hearing that continually. She will never be able to praise him and honor him and respect him and adore him because she built him. She laid on pissy floors with him. She had to take care of them while he quit his job to establish his credit repair company. Beware of these credit repair companies, y'all. Y'all hear about all these people going to jail. Instead of him working the job and build his credit repair company on the side. No. He quit his job. Do you know why he quit his job? He quit his job because he know you, the wife, the mama, was going to be there to pay the bills and put the food on the table. And she will never respect him, and he will resent her forever. And he will eventually leave her and go find a woman that can clap her hand. See, men need wives that all they want us to do is clap our hands. They don't want wives that can remind them how you had me sleeping on pissy floors and how I built you and how I married your potential. This is why a lot of marriages aren't working out. Let me tell you, no matter what me and Mike have, I will never be able to say, I built you. You're nothing without me. The only thing I can say to Big Mike is I took all of your investments and money and all this stuff you have and I multiplied it. That's all I can say. And that's a good thing. And this is exactly why he went out and bought me a ruby ring for a 10th year anniversary. Because I multiply what he has. See, that's what you're supposed to do. Take what he has built and established, read Proverbs 31, and multiply it for you, your children, and your grandchildren. But brothers, in the comments, please, you don't ever want a woman to do this for you. Other than your mama, your grandmammy, and them, and your aunties and your cousins. They're the one that's supposed to do that. But don't you ever allow a woman that you're going to marry do this for you, because she will always remind you how you had her laying on pissy floors with you. This woman is in fact the naked wife. And when he leave her, she will be one of the bitter, angry women on Facebook, on social media, talking about how all men are terrible, and she struggled with him, and she built him, and then he left her. Y'all keep me posted, okay? I love y'all. I love you. Happy Memorial Day. I'm still laid up in the bed, child. My kids are still sleeping. Okay, Big Mike is downstairs. Lexi sleep. Little Michael sleep. Everybody's still sleeping. All right, love you. Let me know what y'all think about this, ladies. Are you willing to build with a man? You willing to do this for a man? I'm trying to find out. Brothers, are you sitting around waiting for a man to build you? The Naked Wife book is available on Amazon. If you have not picked up The Naked Wife and leave me a glowing 5-star review, please be sure to do so. Also, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet is also available on Amazon. Ladies, do not choose a man that's sleeping on pissy floors that you need to get him up off the floor. Don't you do it. There are men out there who has established themselves to become men, because the Bible says God made male and female. Notice it didn't say man and woman, because you have to become a man. And a lot of these little boys, they're little boys or they're males, but they're not men. A man establishes himself. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.